Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tom and I make videos that help you awaken your soul and manifest your happiest life. We're outside today in the park. It seemed like a good idea initially and now I'm kind of regretting it because it's the windiest day I've experienced in, and I think Melbourne have experienced in many weeks. It happens to be the one day I want to go out to the park and film. So my hair's blowing all over the place. I don't know if the audio is going to be too good, but we're here. And I've got a really amazing topic that I felt inspired to shoot today because I feel like a lot of us could kind of hear this topic. And it's about 5 signs that you're on the right path in your life. This video is for you if you're going through a period in your life where you're not sure you're headed in the right direction. You're kind of doubting yourself a lot. You're fearing that you're veering off track into the unknown and you may never be able to find yourself back and something bad might happen, right? There may be some consequences. You may run out of money, you may be judged, you may fail. And so these 5 signs are going to help you really feel like that's not the case. And actually you are on the right path. You are on your highest destiny. And things are going to work out for you. But before we get into this video, I'd like to offer you a free gift, which I call the Reality Shift Cheat Sheet. This is a powerful resource guide for all light workers and awakening souls. And it really gives you the secrets you need to know to shift into your desired reality. So you can get that free Reality Shift cheat sheet at the link in the description below. My God, now the birds are starting. Even though it was peaceful before, the winds died down, now the birds have started. Anyway, let's get into the 5 signs. The first sign that you're on your true right path is that you're following your heart. Now, not perfectly, not necessarily in any big, bold or obvious way, but really just in your core intention. Somewhere deep within you, you haven't given up on your dream life, on what really lights you up inside. And inch by inch, day by day, in some way, shape or form, as I said, even if it's just purely in your intention, not even in action yet, you're still following your heart and you know that. And it can also apply to actions too. You're taking actions, you're making strides in the right direction at your own pace. Some days are better than others, but overall you can still call yourself a dreamer, and that's something that will always be true for you. And so you're following your heart, and this is truly a powerful sign you're on the right path. For instance, an example in my own life was a couple of years ago when I was working my full-time job and I wanted to start my own business. I wanted to get on YouTube and express myself, express my gifts, help the world, help others. And for many months, I just would go to my job and I wasn't doing anything about it. And yet somehow within me, I was always stoking up that self-belief. I was stoking up that intention to actually follow through with action one day, whenever that day would come. Eventually it did come, and then I took actual action. I started shooting videos and putting myself out there. But the entire process, I always could say that some part of me was following my heart, and I know that's true for you. And so sign number 2 is that you're being challenged and tested, perhaps more than you ever have before in your life. It can seem like your life or your higher self or whatever this higher power you believe in is kind of throwing you curveballs to really push you, to really test you, to really make you come out of your comfort zone into the unknown, to face yourself so that you can have an opportunity to overcome everything that's been holding you back and blocking you in the past. And the way it does this is it starts to break down your life. It starts to make things kind of fall apart or come at you in a new challenging way. Basically any area of your life can kind of present you issues, and the whole process is really making you face yourself, kind of facing your inner demons, your blocks, all this stuff that's been holding you back. All of a sudden life is kind of forcing you to face it and pushing you into uncomfortable situations. And you know it's for your own good, but it kind of sucks at the same time. It really does. And we don't have to kind of pretend it doesn't. All right, it's getting super sunny now. Another thing, if you don't know about Melbourne, is that the weather, we have all 4 seasons in one day and there's no predicting it. So it's supposed to be raining right now, according to our weather reports. But anyway, so an example I'll share about my own personal life with this kind of trial by fire that we find ourselves in when we're on the right path was I recently, a couple of months ago, felt a really strong inspiration to change the theme of my business and channel, moving it from manifestation to spirituality and spiritual awakening. And I knew some people wouldn't resonate with this. I knew it was something new and unknown for me. I didn't know if it was going to pay off, whether I'd lose income over it, subscribers over it. I didn't know. And a part of me had already been sharing some of the spiritual stuff, but to kind of fully commit to it was very challenging. And as soon as I put that intention out there, it's like life just started breaking things down and forcing me to make that a reality. And I'm still kind of in that process, and it can be really hard. You can really face a lot of your inner stuff as your life kind of breaks down. I've had a relationship breakdown. I've had my living situation and income tested. I've had to step out of my comfort zone in new ways to shoot these videos. And I've actually gone in through massive spiritual awakening upgrades to kind of become the guide that I want to be, that could actually help people in this new way. And so you'll be no doubt facing this in your own life, is that you'll know you're on your right path, and then your life will start giving you these catalysts and really challenging you. That's sign number 2. And so sign number 3, you're on the right path in your life, is that you can truly say you're transforming within yourself. Through this challenging period of tests you're going through, and emotional purging and healing you're going through, and all of this stuff, as you're kind of following your heart and expanding in the direction that really resonates with you, there are little wins. There's definite progress you can notice, especially inside yourself. You can really notice you've shifted, and that's really fulfilling. And even though it's not completely rewarding or completely relieving, because you've still got a pile of things to do, a stack of stuff, and all these obstacles still seemingly in your way that you've got to overcome, you can still say, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of where I'm going, and I'm never going to give up. And I know I'm transforming into a version of me that I'm proud of. So you can kind of take that fulfillment and bask in it whenever you can, whenever you get a win. That's what I really recommend. It can be really, really powerful. But you're finding a new strength within yourself. You're finding new capacities within yourself that you sensed were there, but had no proof it was there until you started living it, until you started embodying it, and that's what you're doing. And so this growth is a sign that you're on the right path. Again, in my own life, I've experienced this as I've embracing this new direction of my business and going through all these challenges and catalysts, is that I've noticed myself just step up. I've got a new morning routine. I'm reading new books, and I'm having new positive habits show up every day. I'm holding myself in a new direction. I'm feeling a new worthiness like never before. And it's still building, it's still blossoming. You know, it's not 100% there yet. And I don't feel like it needs to be, but I'm just proud of where it's going, and I can take solace that I'm stepping up to the plate as best I can. And that's what you'll be able to say through your own life, that even though you're not living perfectly, even though you don't have all the answers, even though you're still full of doubts and fears, and there are still obstacles and all this kind of stuff, at least within yourself you can say, I'm still showing up every day. I'm still doing the best I can, and I'm learning to love myself more. I'm learning to allow more of myself to shine, and I'm allowing myself to keep going along my highest path. This is another key sign that you're headed in the right direction, when you can say this to whatever extent about yourself. Sign number 4 you're on the right path is that you'll actually be getting signs and synchronicities from your higher self, from the divine source, from your spirit guides or animals or whatever you resonate with. You'll be seeing 1111 flash up on the time, something like that. Or you'll see number plates on cars with triple numbers. I've been getting a ton of this, at least at some points in my journey. Recently I haven't. It's like, where's it going? Hello, I could use a sign right now. They've dried up right now, but last month it was crazy. I actually started taking a photo of every car that had the license plate with triple numbers on it. And I had so many photos every day, and I wasn't looking for these. I'd just be turning across the road, a car would drive by, there's a 444, there's a 777, there's a 888. And I would just snap a photo. And my entire album started looking like a kind of a car sales page or some kind of website. It looked like I had a big kind of interest in cars, which I don't really, to be honest. I like Teslas, but I don't really, that's about it. So I actually stopped the photos, but there's just these signs that are reassuring, and you have this connection to them, and there's this intuitive meaning that you can derive from these signs or symbols, whatever they are for you in your life, that kind of just give you this sense that yes, I'm on the right path, I'm looked over, I'm supported by the universe, everything's going to be okay. And then they disappear, then they come back, but whenever they do come back, they make you feel good. It makes you feel good, and it inspires you bit by bit to keep going. I also should have mentioned that you can kind of get signs in music. You know, various songs can come on that resonate with you with various lyrics, or you can kind of see various things that have a symbolic meaning to you. Another one for me was I kind of made this phone call, and I had a really inspiring phone call with a friend. It was my brother, actually, or someone. And I hung up the phone. As soon as I hung up the phone on an amazing point, I felt this surge of inspiration and alignment. I looked down, and there was a little orange ladybug kind of crawling across the seat next to me. And that's a sign. There's a symbolic meaning to what a ladybug means and what it kind of connotes. And I looked that up, and it really resonated with me. That's just a random one. I've never seen that one before, but you'll kind of be getting these signs. So nonetheless, whether you're getting signs now, whether you previously did in the past weeks and months, whether they're big or whether they're small, you'll have these, and I encourage you to celebrate them when they do show up. And it's, again, just a really positive sign that you're supported, that you're on your highest path. And so last but not least, sign number 5, you're on the right path, is that deep down you know you are. You know exactly what I mean when I tell you this. Deep within you is an intuitive, divine knowing that you're on your right path. It's as simple as that. Even during these periods of trials and tribulations, if you were to just pause, take a deep breath, and kind of connect within the core of yourself, right within you. It's right there, that divine knowing. It's also there when you zoom out of the day-to-day happenings of your life and you connect to the big picture, the kind of thematic expansion of your overall trajectory. And again, that knowingness is there. And even though you don't have any proof, perhaps in the here and now, you don't need proof, because you recognize you're a divine soul, and you recognize that your beliefs create reality, and that your vibration and your inner frequency will reflect into your external life sooner than later. And you know you're following your heart, and you know you're doing the best you can every day. And so it's just this intuitive knowing. You don't even have to tell anyone about it, you don't have to convince anyone, but within you, you can just have the permission to believe it. Believe that you're on the right path. Believe and know that everything's going to work out for yourself. You just gotta pull it out of yourself from within the infinite depth of who you truly are. You are a divine and eternal soul. You are expanding on a spiritual journey through this school of life on planet Earth. You are here celebrating a certain theme, and everything is going to work out for you. Everything you need to know will be given to you at the right moment. Every opportunity, every piece of information, it will present itself to you at the right time. And as much as you've experienced that in the past and still feel the doubt and fear and anxiety on the day-to-day basis on whatever you're going through, you still recognize that that pattern's always there, and that's how life truly unfolds and expands, and that really there is infinite abundance, that you're infinitely worthy and good enough to live your dream life, to have that true divine expression that you are shine in all its glory. You know that that is your destiny to realize. And so I encourage you again to hold on to this inner divine knowing. Guard it like a sacred gift. Even though you can't lose it, it'll always be there. Tap into it more and just back yourself without any proof needed. Just pure knowingness within your heart that you're on the right path. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video on the 5 signs that you're on the right path in your life. I hope it resonates with you, and I wish you blessings and love, sending you that, sending you those blessings and love for wherever you find yourself in life. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, please leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. Subscribe to my channel. Get the free reality shift cheat sheet if that resonates with you and you're interested in that. Check out my one-on-one coaching, and stay tuned for more videos that will help you awaken your soul, expand on your spiritual path, and manifest your happiest life. Thank you.